I think that Amanda Palmer is one of the most unappreciated artists around right now. She originally was part of the Dresden Dolls, which was a musical group with her and her friend Brian Viglamone, and gained some popularity that way, and then they kind of split ways, and she started to do her own thing and started a solo career. And she's really become kind of a pioneer when it comes to social media and using it to kind of help further her career in a way. She's really active on Twitter. She's on Twitter all day, every day, it seems like, uses it to connect with fans, has huge discussions with her fans all the time, discussions with other musical artists, with her husband, Neil Gaiman, who's an author. So she uses Twitter a lot to socialize with everybody and kind of stay in contact with her fans. She uses it for promotion as well, announcing her tours. She does ninja gigs when she's on tours, like setting up. She's done like gigs in libraries, cafes, so she'll announce those to her fans so they can come out and see her. Kind of, you know, find out places to eat, where to go. Just a really good way to keep in touch and stay up to date on everything that's going on with her. And she also has a blog that she writes in constantly about tours, about current events, about Miley Cyrus, about just anything and everything, and it's a really good way for people to kind of get to know her and feel closer to her. I think it's really important for fans to be able to get to know these musical artists that they follow. A lot of artists try and be really private, and you learn all this stuff through the tabloids, and it's just, I think she's almost protecting herself by being more open and staying in such close contact with her fans, which I think is really admirable. So yeah, she has the Twitter, she has the blog, she'll do live video chats sometimes from her house in Boston, where she'll do kind of concerts. She'll have friends over, they'll have discussions, there'll be like a chat bar on the side so she can be talking and interacting with fans who are watching. And she'll premiere songs on there. She also premieres songs on her YouTube page and has clips from concerts on there. She's just really kind of set the standard for using these social media outlets in productive ways and not just posting inappropriate photos on Instagram and bashing other celebrities on Twitter. And just, I think a lot of artists and celebrities use these outlets in kind of negative ways almost sometimes, and I think they really need to take an example from her and learn how to use them to their advantage. Probably the most amazing thing she's done is her Kickstarter campaign, which took place last year. She dumped her record label a few years ago, kind of didn't want to do the traditional stuff. They were trying to control her. They got telling her she was too fat, like all these just ridiculous things, and she kind of wanted to do what she wanted to do. And so she dumped them, but unfortunately, you know, if you want to make a record, you need money. So she started a Kickstarter campaign to fund an album that she was recording in Australia with her band, the Grand Theft Orchestra. And she did this whole Kickstarter campaign, kind of announced everything via Twitter and her blog, and did everything online using social media. I think her original goal was like maybe $100,000 or something, just to get the album like produced, basically. She ended up raising over $1.2 million, which was a record for Kickstarter that I still do not think has been broken. And all the money went to the record production, went to her tour. I mean, it wasn't like this profitable thing that she did. It all went back into the music and, you know, sending everything out and whatever. So, I mean, she's mastered the social media thing, and I think it's really great, and she's really adapted to kind of what the music industry is becoming. And So I think that, you know, she's really setting a good example for everybody, and more artists should kind of learn to use the internet to their advantage, especially now that music is kind of becoming more digital and there are less and less record stores and really kind of everything is going on online. More people need to take a page from her book.